Victory Monday. Victory Monday, baby. What's going on, guys? A little impromptu Q&A. I know I dropped my report card video a bit earlier today, but I figured, I was like, it's been a while since I've done one of these Q&As, so I just decided I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to make it live. You know what I mean? I'm going to make it go down. I mean, there's definitely a lot to discuss, right? I mean, our team just ended up beating up on the Steelers last night. I was absolutely thrilled. I know a lot of you are absolutely thrilled. I totally miss a spot shaving. That's beautiful. Damn. That's what's up. What's up, Blair? Jorge, my guy. What's good, dude? Bills guys, what up? The RJB channel, yo ho ho, Da Mafia, my guy. Bleed Orange 44, hire the best. Thanks, dude. Jack, what's good, man? Not much, bro. I just ended up, I got back from the gym a little earlier, made myself some dinner, just hopped out of the shower, and I figured I'd hop on here for a hot second. And as a Pats fan, I got to give you respect, but I still hate Miami. Danny Smith, what's good? Blair, thank you so much, man. Good win yesterday, Dan. Adam, dude, I know, man. I was absolutely thrilled. It was funny, too, because I got so I ended up, I was super nervous about that defense going into it, but those halftime adjustments were just amazing. And so do you think the Steelers will still win the AFC North, or will the Browns take it away from them? I mean, it really depends on what happens tonight. I still foresee the Steelers winning the division. I think their schedule is just super easy. I think that, hopefully they'll be able to get it together for their sake. But I still see the Steelers winning the North. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. Last night was very fun with the chat. All L. The toilet dude, me as the moderator. Good times, my man. Go Bill. Shay, my guy. And how did you sleep last night? Bro, I was just so excited. I didn't go to bed until like 2 a.m., bro. Like, I was legitimately just reading through just a bunch of tweets. I was watching highlights. I mean, that's typically how it always happens for me, bro. Win or loss, I'm typically, laying in bed and I'm just looking at highlights. I'm like reading articles and stuff like that. So we get that. Yo, Dan, nice to have the Q&A back. Yeah, man. I mean, I figure I might, start doing these like the night after the game, same day that I go on ahead and drop report card videos, because number one, normally when I live stream the games, I have a couple of beers in me. So I figure with this Q&A, I have a bit more clarity, and I've had time to like look over exactly how the Bills played. Sort of see. So, I mean, I'm down with that. Bob Stahili, my guy, hit that like button. That's right, y'all. Smash that like. 16 likes, 52 people in here. Blair asked if I have a TikTok. I do. It's at Real Dan Mitchell, but I very, very rarely post to it. I feel like I'm a little too old, you know what I mean? It's not like Juju Smith-Schuster, who was blatantly disrespecting us on the middle of the field, making it happen, but here we are. From Phantom Rocky to Dan Mitchell's sink. Dan Mitchell's sink was funny. I've seen a couple of them. Last night I saw Dan Mitchell's hot IG girl. I saw Dan Mitchell's toilet, Dan Mitchell's sink, and then this morning I saw Dan Mitchell's beer, which was pretty fucking funny. So that was just, there he is, Dan Mitchell's beer, and then he put a little hyphen with the D to sort of make it a double entendre. I can respect that. And so do you think a finish better than 12-4 is possible? Farrell Buffalo, yeah, man. I mean, realistically, we have the Broncos, the Patriots, and the Miami Dolphins. We've already beaten the Dolphins. We've already beaten the Patriots. And I mean, while the Broncos have, shocked a couple of teams this year, I just think that the Bills are not that kind of team. that are going to drop something to lesser competition. Honestly, right now, dude, I am fully expecting us to go 13-3. Fully expecting that to happen. When's the AFC East roundtable? Jared, great question. The AFC East roundtable is always on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. or 9:30, depending on the schedule for everybody. And this week it's on TD's channel. Last week it was on mine. This week coming up is going to be on TD's. My dude Jayco says we could run the table. We absolutely could, bro. We absolutely could. There's no way that it's not going to happen. It's going down. Rick, and I'm sure you all heard Mario is going to put Paul through a table. I saw Dan was there last night. Dude, I did not hear that. That's funny. I know that Paul put Mario through a table, but I didn't know that this new one was scheduled. I'm surprised there was such a break between the two of them going through one. That fracking Hal Murray should be 14-2. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's just how it is. Okay, so Believers Talk, Joe, my guy. Where would you rank the Diggs trade among all-time Bills trades? Always do great, bud. Go Bills. Joe, I mean, honestly, in recent history, as far as impact is concerned, I mean, I would have to rank that in like the upper echelon. I mean, if not really number one. Like in my lifetime, I have never seen a trade pay off as well as a Diggs trade has had. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, there was those splash trades like that year when we ended up bringing LaShawn McCoy over for Kiko Alonso. And while that was cool, and while LaShawn McCoy was amazing when we had him originally, I mean, it really didn't show out, right? Like Diggs has been an absolute lights out contributor to this offense. And a lot of that, in my opinion, is why the Bills are so good this year, is just because we have him at our disposal as one of our weapons. It's funny because I just talked myself into it. I think that this is the best trade the Bills have made in my entire 29 years of life, I would say. D Nasty, what's good, bro? Ted goes, and do you think the Bills should focus on the run or pass more? Definitely the pass, bro. I mean, that's what we do well. We are a passing first team. At this point, I don't think that we need to fix anything that's not broken. I feel like that is largely our attack plan, especially since our run game has been struggling so far this year. I mean, Zach Moss, I guess, did okay. Singletary has been a disappointment this year. I mean, we're a pass-first team, and we need to continue to be a pass-first team. My dude Braden said, we passed one of the worst QBs, Josh Rosen, in the 2018 draft. Thank God. Yeah, I know. Funny story, too. I wanted Josh Rosen. So glad we got Allen instead. Jorge goes, Dan, and do you think the Dolphins have potential to be better than Buffalo next year? I think they're going to be more competitive next year. I mean, the Dolphins are still a very good team. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, I've told you guys this a couple of times. I just think you're missing like a game-breaking receiver. That's really what you're missing. Maybe that and like a solid slot guy. Just a couple more weapons on your defense. And so your offense, excuse me. But we'll see. 100 folk keeps Bird Gang. Okay. We got an Eagles. And so we got an Eagles fan in here. And my dude Evie says, let me get a shout out to Wyoming. Shout out Wyoming, dude. It's beautiful out there. I've always wanted to go. Who sits when John Smoke Brown comes back? Farrell Buffalo. Tremendous question. When the receivers are healthy, we have 6 typically. that dress, but they typically aren't used as often. I mean, I'm saying that no one sits, but I think that John Brown's going to start eating a bit more of Gabe Davis's snap count, maybe even Isaiah McKenzie as well. So we'll go from there. What's crazy is that this is the first year with Diggs and Allen. Yeah, dude, for sure. Dan, and are you up for Bills versus Packers Super Bowl this season? Dude, honestly, I'd be down for any Super Bowl as long as the Bills are a part of it. I could care less who we play. Just being there, I would be absolutely pumped. But I mean, maybe I spoke too soon. Like, say that the Bills make the Super Bowl. I mean, I want to win it. Dan, and do you think the Bills can top this season next season? Kyle, right now, man, I'm just like focused on this season. I mean, but as far as a short answer, I mean, I feel like the chemistry is already there. The front office knows exactly what it's doing. We're going to run into some contract issues. We're not going to be able to keep everybody that we want to. So we're going to have to hopefully draft well, and hopefully these rookies are able to make an impact immediately. A lot of times people just get, super excited about a rookie, like just absolutely blowing up their first year. And it's rare, man. It's like super rare. It takes time for them to like get used to NFL speed type games, right? I mean, unless you're like DK Metcalf, or unless you're a handful of other receivers or skill players, dude, for the most part, it takes like 2, maybe 3 years for you to like reach your prime. Like, I mean, look at CeeDee Lamb, look at Jerry Jeudy, great receivers, but they're just not there yet. Same with Henry Ruggs. So, more like Nick Wrong. Yeah, Nick Wright is a dumbass. He is an absolute dumbass. Bleed Orange 44. I'm a huge Bills fan, but I know how many memes there would be if we lose another Super Bowl. Half the reason why I just said I want to win it if we go. Oh, my dude at All Out Broncos 1858. Locke's going to light it up. Hey, man, listen, I love your optimism, dude. I really do. I just hope you're not disappointed, but you probably will be. Dan, what do you expect from the Bills during the playoffs? What do I expect? I expect at the very, very least for the Buffalo Bills to make it to the AFC Championship. That is the very least, is to make it to the AFC Championship. Hey, Dan, and do you think that Allen is better than Brady this year, and why? Yeah. Right now, here's the thing with Tom Brady, right? His stats are still okay, I guess. Definitely not Tom Brady in his prime or anything along those lines. But when you have weapons like he does, and you're not completely leading the league in every single potential category, no. Like right now, Josh Allen is stepping into his prime, and his season is reflecting that. It really is. So, yes, I would say that Allen is having a better season than Brady this year. Okay, my dude Dillinger Smith says that Wright likes to troll Bills fans to get more traffic on his tweets. Yeah, dude, that's exactly what PFF was all about a couple of years ago, too. And do the Browns scare you? It's going to be interesting, man. I'm definitely going to watch the game tonight. The run game is great, man. And if the Bills have struggled anywhere at all this season, it is stopping the run. And the Browns can run the damn ball. I mean, I'm not afraid of Baker Mayfield. Their defense is decent. Solid pass rusher, I suppose. But first team we play in the playoffs, I would love it to be either the Browns or the Colts for the first one. That would be ideal. I'd rather not play the Dolphins. I would rather not. Will you stay live for the Browns game? Probably not, dude. I just wanted to go ahead and hop on here for a couple of minutes, sort of chat up with you guys and stuff. I'll probably end this thing probably at around, I don't know, like 8:10. right before the game. And so I figured I'd just hop on here for a second, answer a couple of questions, and then make it happen. You think the Steelers are still good after losing streak? Yeah, dude, of course. Of course they are. They're a good football team. They just had and they just had an off couple of weeks. It happens. Who do you think is winning the number 1 seed in the NFC? Dude, who knows? It has been flip-flopping all over. My gut feeling is the Packers. Cindy, what's up? Who should Bills fans be worried about losing the most contract-wise? Matt Milano. You look at any game where the Bills have struggled defensively, there's always a common denominator. Matt Milano's not on the field. That's how it is. That's how it's always been. The best receiver in Bills history is Andre Reed. Yep, I would say. Steelers peaked at the wrong time. It's all about December football, man. It's all about December football. Because what you do is you go on ahead and you need to be able to bring that momentum into the playoffs. It's crazy. Is Nick Wright a clown? I think he is. He definitely is. But like somebody just so eloquently put it, he just trolls Bills fans because he knows that we're passionate and we're going to talk shit, and it just drives traffic to his Twitter. Who wins the AFC, Dan? So who wins the AFC championship? Dude, I don't know. I mean, say that I had to guess what's going on. I wouldn't be surprised if the AFC championship is us and the Chiefs. I would not be surprised whatsoever. Norm, my guy, he said, do you think the Broncos game is a trap game for the Bills, especially if Browns win tonight? Yes. I just don't think that we're the type of team that's going to drop a game against a team like that, right? And we haven't done it all season. The only losses we have had were teams that were good, right? I mean, the Cardinals, they're okay, but that Hail Mary was a fluke. What I think is happening is that the Bills understand that the higher the seed, the better. So I think that they're taking each and every single game super seriously. They have just been operating as a well-oiled machine since coming off of the bye week. So I just have a feeling that things are about to be fine. And the Broncos could surprise you, but let's put it this way. I am definitely putting money down that the Bills are going to win this game. What power rank do you think we will be at the end of the season? So at the end of the season, it's hard to say, but right now, do not be surprised if you see the Bills being number 2 tomorrow once power rankings come out. In fact, that's what I'll do tomorrow. In fact, I'll do a power ranking video. Who do you think is going to the Super Bowl? The Buffalo Bills. Damn. Dude, it's tough. It's really, really tough to say. This is such a weird season. Especially since I don't want to jinx the Bills, right? So, I mean, I'm not going to say who's going to be at the Super Bowl. Dan, why you said not the Dolphins, the Bills own them. Yeah, Antonio, but it's really hard to beat the same team 3 times, right? When's the AFC East Roundtable? Wednesday at 9 or 9:30 on TD's channel. Bills, Packers, Super Bowl. You heard it here first. Dried Ocean. I'm fine with that, dude. My dude Tim says Week 17 is going to be a great game. Dude, I hope so. I think it will be, though. Yes, it is, Dan. I've been saying that all day at work. Get Dan some likes. That's right, y'all. 49 like buttons smashed. 96 people in here. Smash that. Smash it like it owes you money. My dream Super Bowl is Mahomes versus Rodgers. My favorite QB is Rodgers, and Mahomes is right there. $5 donation from Cindy. Cindy, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Should the Bills add a vet that's more of a vet than Yeldon is? like a veteran running back, maybe. I mean, I really think that we need to completely revamp the running back room. I don't think that running back is much of a necessity this year because we're a pass-first team at this point, and so I feel like that. So it wouldn't be terrible by any means whatsoever, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, say for example that Alvin Kamara or something like that, he wants to come to, and so he wants to come to the Bills next year for sure. I mean, he'd probably be ridiculously expensive and we wouldn't be able to afford him, but yeah. And so a veteran like that, yeah. And so like a Kareem Hunt, yeah. But I have a feeling we're going to go on ahead and we're going to ride with what we have in the next season as well. Is Allen going to be on the Madden 22 cover? I mean, at this point, I really can't think of anybody else that they put on there. Dan, who do you think will win the MVP award? I'm thinking it's Aaron Rodgers, man. That's where my gut is. Dan, and do you have a full-time job or are you doing this full-time since you've reached celeb status? Joe, thank you for the compliment. I wouldn't consider myself celeb status, but to answer your question, I do not do this full-time. I want to do this full-time, but it just wouldn't make sense at this point. I work for a software company based out of San Francisco. I work remotely. I do that from 9 to 5, and then I work on YouTube stuff once I get out. And that's my life, man. It's my life, bro. Just steady hustling. Steady hustling. Who do you think is the best quarterback this year? I'd say it's between Mahomes or Rodgers this year. How many football games have you been to? I typically go to 1 or 2 every year, man. This year, obviously, I wasn't able to. But I don't know. I'd say 20-something. Rocco, my guy. Go Bills. Sub to Dan, everyone. Mr. Nelson goes, do we go 3-0 for the remainder of the season? Strong likelihood, man. Strong likelihood. Our schedule is very favorable. We have the Broncos, who are just a lesser team, let's be honest. And then we have 2 teams that we've already beaten. So, mad cuz bad. And I want to thank your Bills Mafia for giving me Chiefs and the whole kingdom the #1 seed. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. The football team has an elite defense. Do not sleep on them. John D., let me tell you something. This has been a trend with some of my conversations recently. Nothing would make me happier than watching whatever team wins the NFC East, go on a run. I just think it would be so funny if a team that finishes 7-9 makes it to the NFC Championship. That's just pure entertainment. That's just pure entertainment. What's up, Aaron? What happened to you and your girl, bro? Dude, I'm going to keep that between her and I. Long story short, we broke up a couple of weeks ago. So, yeah, but still a great girl. I still love her with all my heart. It just didn't work out. You know what I mean? Sonny, what's up? Dan, my bro. When we get a new stadium and you had the choice of open or dome, what's your choice? A dome. A dome. A dome. And so I know a lot of people in Buffalo love the outside stadium, but if you ask any player if they would rather have a dome, it's yes. What I want is what our players want. And I feel like it's a general consensus that they all said, let's do a dome all day. What would it take for Allen to win MVP? He's just going to need to light up these next 3 opponents. Absolutely just have impeccable games. No turnovers, throw for over 300 yards, high 60 completion percentage, and just blow out some of these teams. Thanks, Norm. Do you think Nate Peterman is the best quarterback of all time? Of all time. The NFL loves our practice facility, but we need a movable roof. Yeah, we could do that. Will you give me a shout out? Shout out to the Buffalo Bills. The Snow Bowl game was the most fun at a game I've ever had. What weakness is on your team, or is there not? Nah, dude, there's definitely weaknesses. There's what was I thinking? We can't run the ball. We cannot run the ball. And we sometimes have trouble stopping the run. So unless like we just pile on points against teams, if things are close, then just about whatever team you can name can like run all over us. And the only reason you haven't been seeing it recently is because the Bills have just been hopping out in front of teams and teams are playing catch up. So they really can't run. Dan, rank my profile picture from 1 to 10. Is that Stephon Diggs? If so, 10. Will John Brown be back for the Broncos game? Very interesting question because he's eligible to come off the IR, but McDermott was he was quoted today saying that John Brown was not going to practice this week. So I'm not sure if he's pulling a Belichick and he's just trying to, sort of pull a fast one or something along those lines. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I mean, I certainly hope that he is, not unless like he's just saving him for once we end up playing the Pats or once we end up playing the Dolphins. But I mean, we'll see what's up with that. Miami's defense is perfect for you guys. Our defense is mainly the secondary, and you guys are a passing team. Yeah. Dan, rank my profile picture from Jets Chiefs. Is that it's great. It's a 10. My dude Jason says, I'm not sure, Dan. I do feel like with our dudes healthy, we aren't amazing at stopping and run, but we won't get destroyed by a run game like before. Yeah, for sure. And so then again, though, and so realistically, and so the Bills are just putting up so many points and so fast that teams just need to play catch up, and running the ball just wouldn't make sense. I don't know. And so, I'm still sort of scared of the potential of us shitting the bed against the run. You know what I mean? Who is your favorite defensive player on our team? It is between Trey White or I'm going to have to say Milano. I love Milano, bro. He's so damn good. Stephon Diggs is the best receiver in the league. I mean, dude, there's an argument for that. There's 110% an argument for that. No one, I think, could ever be pissed off about that. No one could call that unreasonable. And so am I the only one that thinks Lamar Jackson is overrated? I wouldn't say he's overrated. I still think he's a good quarterback. I think that the play calling for the Ravens this year hasn't been that creative. I think that's what's holding him back. But as far as him as a player, he's still very good. I just think his offensive coordinator needs to start being a bit more creative. Diggs is no D-Hop. Diggs is almost single-handedly leading the Buffalo Bills to a 10-3 record. And D-Hop, he's a good skill player, but he's not making the same impact that Diggs is making on Buffalo. Who is better, Deshaun Watson or Josh Allen? They're both very good quarterbacks. The Bills clinch the playoffs tonight when the Browns win. Interesting. Okay, and Norm says, I think it would be good to only use Brown occasionally for these last few games so that he is 100% healthy once we get to the playoffs. Would also give teams a look they haven't seen in a while. Norm, that's an excellent point. I am completely fine with putting John Brown on a pitch count, especially since Gabe Davis is seeming to be holding his own while filling in that empty role. So, yeah, I am 110% fine with that. Ray Andrew says, who do you want to win tonight, the Ravens or the Browns? Ray, I'm going to be rooting for the Browns because if they win, then we clinch the playoffs. Okay, and I love me some Diggs. Totally worth the picks given up. 100%. 100%. And so it's even funnier is I clearly remember people being upset with how many picks we gave up for Diggs. Could you imagine that? Diggs for offensive player of the year. I mean, he should be, because I cannot name maybe another player that is taking his team on his back. Maybe Derrick Henry. And all the draft picks for the Dolphins better go offense. Yeah, probably. Cindy Vasquez goes, let's bring back Carlos Williams for 50 cents. He was decent for the Bills. That was cold, Cindy. Cindy, that was super cold, but funny. Funny as shit. I will give it back to you. What do you think we'll go after in the draft primarily? It really depends on free agency and who we bring back. Say that we lose Matt Milano. Say that we lose out on Matt Milano and we just can't afford to keep him in Buffalo with a new contract, then I can almost guarantee you that we are going to be drafting a linebacker first round. If we do keep Milano, CB2, like a lockdown CB2, have Trey on one side and him on the other. That's just really how it is. And I mean, as far as offense, I mean, I'd say offensive line. And well, Jason makes a good point too. He says tight end. Yeah. And so would you say that Gabe Davis is legit yet? He's still a rookie, dude. I mean, he's making plays. There's a couple of drops that sort of upset me. I mean, granted, the coverage is typically pretty tight. But, yeah. No lie, I do miss a big guy like Marcel Darius. Yeah, but he just had a partying problem, dude. Like, he would always show up to practice hungover. Like, he just didn't care. He just didn't care. And so we paid him a shit ton of money, and he just fell off. Yeah, Adam, I 100% agree with you. Some of those drops are tough. And Marcel was on that good weed. Yeah, dude, he toked up a bit. What did you make of Juju dancing on the Bills logo? Super disrespectful. And I'm glad that we dominated his team soon after. Bills versus Chiefs. Who you got? At this point, bro, say that the game were to happen tomorrow, I would pick and so I would pick the Bills. The way the Bills have been playing and the way the Chiefs have been playing, I would pick the Bills to win this game. But things could be different. Say that we see them in the playoffs. It could be. It's legitimately any given Sunday. And yes, I do think that we can take down the Chiefs. In fact, I think we're, one of the few teams that is equipped enough to beat them. Flint Knox says the Bills, in my opinion, are the only team that can beat the Bills. Interesting. So the Bills can only beat themselves. I like that. Okay, well, Flint Knox, okay, he just corrected himself and said that the Bills are the only team that could beat the Chiefs. Okay. Dan, what do you think about Christian Wade? Great story. Great story, but, I mean, I don't think he'll ever be on the starting roster. Until he's old, too, man. He's like 32, 33. And do the Bills deserve the number 2 power ranking spot? Absolutely. Absolutely. What's up, Bostron? Well, Norm just said the Chiefs have the advantage of playing and winning very big games. The Bills still haven't had that experience. Yeah, exactly. So I guess only time will tell. And I just want us first playoff game to go in there and just look like the team that we have all season. Just look good, focused, polished, no dumbass mistakes, and you execute. Oh, shit, Wade's 29 still, but that's oldish, dude. Like, that's, like, super old for a running back. That's really, really old for a running back. Max Baumgartner, did we ever do that giveaway? We did. I drew a winner, and I DM'd him. I let him know, and I'm going to be making the announcement of his name once I drop my 10,000 subscriber video. But good news is that I am giving away another PS5 or Xbox Series X once I surpass 20,000 subscribers. So say that you've already signed up. You are in that giveaway. And, yeah, we'll go from there. And Owen said he can still play. Yeah, nah. And so did you like how Taryn minus the pick and Josh Norman covered last night? Norman had some great coverage schemes the entire game. Great coverage. And Taryn, yeah, dude, I mean, he definitely ended up having his best game of the season, I would say. Of course, there was a couple of gaffes, but thanks, Malcolm. Fins up. See you week 17. Yeah. And so Norman had a great game, and so did Levi Wallace. It's funny because whenever Levi Wallace has a bad game, I almost think that he just goes to Twitter and he just reads about everyone bitching about him, and then it just feels him, he gets pissed off, and then he just has a game like he did last night. So Dan, should I get a Beasley or Trey jersey? I would get Trey, especially since we extended them for so long. And look at Kennedy. No, sorry. And so look at Kenneth. He goes, not a fan, but damn, shaking my head. Y'all might be for real after all. Okay, with Colin, he goes, Dan, and so do you go with tight end round 1 of the draft? So it depends on free agency, man. Say that we cannot get Matt Milano back, then we need to go linebacker. And that's just the way that Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott operate. And so they're always going to draft defense first, right? Rest everyone week 17. It's all right. So Jason says, was it a player you liked that made you a Bills fan? Jason, no, I was born in Buffalo, and I really had no choice but to be a Bills fan. Wild Ones goes, Dan, please get TD on Bills roundtable. I mean, AFC East roundtable. I got you, bro. I got you. Come on, D Nasty. That hurts. Cindy says that I'll kick Dable's ass if he leaves. Cindy, that's rough. But I have a feeling he's going to. And then he's just going to bust as a head coach. And who knows? And plus, and so I think that Dorsey is going to be the new offensive coordinator, say that does happen. And that's Josh's quarterback coach, so we'll see. Okay, my dude Tyler goes, you better talk that shit to TD on the round table. He was talking hella shit and looked like he was going to cry in his dream yesterday. Oh, yeah, I'm going to talk a lot of shit on Wednesday. You best believe that. What game would we clinch our division in? I feel like it's a win against the Broncos, right? Mr. Roller Coaster just said, I just got done trolling Dolphins fans. Attaboy. The Tread Squire. And so I love how Cole Beasley has stepped up during John Brown's absence. Me too, bro. He's been balling. He's been balling. We need to win next week. We sure do, man. We sure do. But at the end of the day, I just feel that – and so the Bills are a better team, and we are not the kind of team that loses the teams that we're not supposed to lose to, right? That's not the Buffalo Bills' identity anymore. Norm. Well, that right there is a very interesting take. He just goes, say that the Bills don't go all the way this year. I think you'll see most, if not all, players and coaches back in 2021 to take care of unfinished business. I like that a lot, actually. What's up, Ultimate? Dan, I heard that the Dolphins aren't their own species, but sharks who are gay. Is this true? I wouldn't know, man. I wouldn't know. Let's go Browns. We can clinch the playoffs tonight. Exactly. Yeah. Well, hey, guys, listen, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to watch the game. So, like I said, I just wanted to hop on real fast for like a quick Q&A. Once again, go Bills, y'all. We should be super excited about everything. Tomorrow, I'm going to drop my NFL power ranking video, most likely. I'll probably have a preview for the Broncos game on Wednesday, and then the AFC East roundtable on Wednesday on TD's channel. Thursday, I'll be putting out a lot of videos this week. So stay tuned, and I hope y'all enjoy, and let's go Browns, right? Deuces.